If you're thinking of moving to Vernon, this might be the most important video you watch, because I'm going to walk you through what it's really like to live here. Not just the highlights that you see online, but the real day-to-day lifestyle, the costs, the trade-offs, and even the things that catch people off guard after they move. And a quick heads up, we've actually put together a full relocation for people moving to Vernon. It'll walk you through the areas, some pros and cons, what to expect. I'll tell you how to get that at the end of this video. But first, let's make sure that Vernon is even the right fit for you. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler, and I was born in Vernon, and I've been helping people buy and sell homes here in the North Okanagan for decades, literally over 30 years. A big part of what we do is helping people relocate here, whether it's from Alberta, from the Lower Mainland, and really from all over Canada. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about maybe making a move, you're in exactly the right place. Let's talk about what Vernon is really like. Let's start with the big picture, because this sets the tone for everything else. Vernon is what I would call a lifestyle first city. People don't move here for the hustle or the bustle. They move here for how life feels. You've got 3 lakes within minutes. You've got skiing at Silver Star in the winter. You've got golf courses everywhere, hiking and biking and boating, and they're all right at your doorstep. And one of the biggest things people notice right away is the pace. It is slower here. It's more relaxed. It's less stressful. You don't feel like you're constantly rushing from one thing to another, one place to the next. Now let's compare it to Kelowna for a sec. Vernon is smaller, it's quieter, and it's less built up. Let's compare it to Vancouver. It's a completely different lifestyle, completely. And that's exactly why so many people choose it. But if you're the type of person that thrives on big city energy, high-end shopping, or constant entertainment, you might find Vernon a bit quiet. No, you won't, not might. You will find Vernon a bit quiet, maybe a lot quiet. So it really comes down to what kind of lifestyle you personally want. Now let's look at the cost of living. This is where expectations and reality don't always line up. Yes, Vernon is more affordable than Vancouver or Toronto or Victoria. I wouldn't call it cheap though. Here's what things roughly look like here now for real estate. Condos, mid 300s to 500. Townhouses, 500 to 700. Detached homes, 700 to $1 million plus, and then Lakeview or luxury, definitely $1 million and up. And depending on the area, those numbers, of course, can go up quite a bit. But here's where people get surprised. It's not just the home price. You also need to factor in things like groceries, which might be a little higher than expected. Gas can fluctuate. It can also feel expensive. Utilities, especially if you're on an acreage or in an older home, those can get pricey. Property taxes vary a lot by location. Coldstream tends to be a little bit higher than Vernon. Those are all things to consider. And if you happen to be coming from Alberta, there's some big key differences. Property transfer tax. When you buy, you have to pay that here. You don't have to pay that in Alberta. Insurance costs. We go through ICBC. You have private insurance. It's different. And potentially different financing structures as well, depending on your situation. So one of the biggest mistakes I see is people focus only on purchase price. Instead of looking at their full monthly lifestyle cost, you have to put it all together before you make that final decision. Now, I just need to make a quick pit stop for a moment. I just want to remind you, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, or just curious about the area that we call home, be sure to call, text, or email. Just add salt, and be sure to like and subscribe this video. We sure appreciate it. All right, let's get into the different areas of Vernon, because this part really matters. Let's talk about where people actually live, because this is one of the most important decisions you'll make. And this is also where a lot of people get it wrong. They choose based on price instead of lifestyle. You have to look at your lifestyle. Here's a quick breakdown. So for families, look at East Hill, Middleton, Harwood. For newer homes and views, look at places like Foothills, Adventure Bay, Middleton Mountain as well, Laker Lifestyle, Okanagan Landing. Walkability and convenience, maybe that's number one for you. Then you want to look at downtown and the surrounding areas. For quiet, scenic living, definitely look Coldstream, Lavington. And here's something I always tell people. 2 homes at the same price in 2 different areas can give you a completely different lifestyle. So choosing the right neighborhood matters just as much as choosing the right home. Okay, let's talk weather because this is a big one. Summers in Vernon are incredible. If you like the heat, they're hot, they're dry, they're sunny. But winters, you will get snow. You'll get cold stretches and maybe a lot of gray days. It's not extreme temperatures like Alberta, but it's not mild like Vancouver either. And depending on where you live, you may get more snow. So if you enjoy those winter activities, great, you'll love it. But if you're trying to avoid winter completely, this may not be the place. Let's be really honest for a sec. Vernon is not for everyone. I know this. You might not love living here if 1, you want big city energy. Maybe you rely on transit. If you rely on transit, Vernon is not going to be convenient for you. Or if you need major career opportunities locally, that's a problem too. So I've seen this happen. People move here to Vernon expecting one thing and then realize it's entirely different and it doesn't satisfy them the way they need to. So the goal for me today isn't to convince you to move here, it's to help you decide. But when Vernon is the right fit, people absolutely love it. Space, nature, community, a slower pace. And one of the most common things I hear is, I wish we'd have moved here sooner. So at the end of the day, Vernon can be an incredible place to live. It is an incredible place to live, but only if it matches the lifestyle you actually want. And that can be where people get it wrong. And if you do want that full relocation package I mentioned earlier, you can grab it at vernonrelocation.com. But before you do that, the next step isn't just deciding if Vernon is right for you, it's figuring out where in Vernon you should actually live. Because like I said, choosing the wrong area can completely change your experience here. So click the video below where I break down the best neighborhoods in Vernon. That's an important one for you to watch next.